Have you ever walked into a Starbucks, grabbed your mobile order, and walked right out, barely noticing the people around you? If so, you've experienced the modern Starbucks. But it wasn't always this way. There was a time when Starbucks wasn't just a coffee shop. It was the third place. A home away from home. A comfortable spot between work and your actual house. So, what happened? How did a brand built on community and connection become a hyper-efficient, drive-thru dominated machine? Today, we're diving deep into how the relentless pursuit of efficiency may have ruined the very soul of Starbucks. It all started with a vision. Howard Schultz, the man who transformed Starbucks from a small Seattle coffee bean roaster into a global phenomenon, was inspired by the espresso bars of Milan. He didn't just see a place to sell coffee. He saw a place for human connection, conversation, and community. This was the third place concept. The first place is your home, the second is your work, and the third is this public anchor of community life. Early Starbucks stores were designed to be inviting. Comfy armchairs, warm lighting, the rich aroma of freshly ground beans, the gentle hiss of the espresso machine, and baristas who knew your name and your regular order. It was an experience, a ritual. You weren't just buying a latte. You were buying a moment of comfort and belonging. This strategy was wildly successful. Starbucks exploded in the 90s and early 2000s, becoming a cultural icon. People held business meetings there. Students wrote papers there. Friends caught up over frappuccinos. It was the de facto living room for millions. The brand was so intertwined with this idea that you expected every store to have that cozy, familiar vibe. It was a promise. But as Starbucks grew into a massive corporation, a new priority began to emerge, one that would clash directly with the third place philosophy: efficiency. The first major shift came with the pressure to increase speed and sales volume. Wall Street demanded growth, and the fastest way to achieve that was to serve more customers more quickly. This led to the introduction of things that, while convenient, started to chip away at the original experience. Automatic espresso machines replaced the manual ones. While they were faster and more consistent, they removed a key element of the craft and the theater of coffee making. That satisfying sound of a barista tamping the espresso and the skill involved was replaced by the push of a button. The personal connection began to fade. Baristas, once encouraged to chat with customers, were now timed on every transaction. Their focus shifted from connection to speed. Then came the food. To boost revenue, Starbucks expanded its menu beyond pastries. Breakfast sandwiches, paninis, and various snacks were introduced. But this created a problem. The smell of burnt cheese from warming ovens started to overpower the rich aroma of coffee, which was a cornerstone of the original sensory experience Schultz had so carefully crafted. In a famous 2007 memo, Schultz himself lamented this, saying the stores had lost their romance and theater. He recognized that the commoditization of the Starbucks experience was a real threat. The very soul of the company was at risk. The rise of mobile ordering and the drive-thru was the final, and perhaps largest, blow to the third place concept. The Starbucks app is a marvel of convenience. You can order and pay ahead, skip the line, and just grab your drink from the counter. It's incredibly efficient, but it also completely bypasses the need for human interaction. The counter, once a stage for connection between barista and customer, became a transactional pickup zone. Customers now rush in, eyes on their phones, grab their drink with their name on it, and leave. There's no idle chat, no moment to soak in the atmosphere, no reason to stay. The drive-thru further accelerates this trend. Drive-thrus are all about speed and volume. They are designed to get you in and out of the line as quickly as possible. By their very nature, they are the antithesis of a lingering third place, and they are incredibly profitable. So it's no surprise that a huge percentage of new Starbucks stores are being designed with a focus on drive-thru and mobile order pickup, often with very limited seating or no seating at all. These are what the company calls their pickup stores. They aren't designed for you to stay. They are designed for you to leave. So, has efficiency truly killed the third place? For many, the answer is yes. The experience has become transactional, not relational. Starbucks has become more of a utility, a caffeine delivery service, than a community hub. The comfy chairs are often gone, replaced by hard stools to discourage long stays. Power outlets are sometimes covered up. The focus is on throughput. Get in, get caffeinated, get out. This model is undeniably successful from a business perspective. Starbucks' revenue is higher than ever, but it comes at a cost. The brand's original promise feels distant. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Starbucks is aware of this identity crisis. They've introduced their roasteries and reserve bars, which are stunning, high-end locations that bring back the craft, theater, and premium experience of coffee. These are an attempt to recapture that old magic, to remind people of the brand's roots in quality and experience. They are beautiful spaces that absolutely invite you to linger. The problem is, they are few and far between, and their premium prices put them out of reach for many everyday customers. They are the exception, not the rule. The average neighborhood Starbucks remains firmly on the path of efficiency. In the end, the story of Starbucks is a classic tale of scale versus soul. As the company grew, the pressures of the market pushed it towards a model that prioritized speed and convenience over community and connection. While it made the company more profitable, it also eroded the very thing that made it special in the first place. The third place may not be completely dead. You can still find glimpses of it here and there, but it is certainly on life support, overshadowed by the relentless hum of the efficient, modern coffee machine. What do you think? Do you miss the old Starbucks, or do you prefer the convenience of the new one? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives.